Commander Thrak of the Hegemony Marines slammed his fist on the tactical table, leaving a dent in the reinforced steel. Absolutely not. I'd rather charge a Void Reaper nest naked than have another human sniper attached to my unit. The Galactic Military Coalition meeting erupted in agreement. Representatives from 40 different species voiced similar protests, their translators struggling to convey the depth of their distaste. Admiral Kaczynski, Earth's representative, sighed. What exactly is your objection to our marksmen? Marksmen. The Vorthan general's scales turned purple with indignation. Your marksmen are psychological warfare crimes. Do you know what happened last time we deployed with Sergeant Katie Williams? She completed her mission objectives with a 100% success rate. She spent 3 days living in a swamp. Thrak interrupted. A swamp, covered herself in mud and local fauna feces. When my troops asked why, she said, and I quote, "For the vibe." The vibe. The Altarian delegate chimed in, his crystalline form vibrating with distress. Private Marcus Thompson stayed in position for 72 hours. He didn't move at all. My soldiers thought he'd died. When they went to check, he shot 3 targets in different star systems using a rifle he'd modified with parts from a coffee maker and what he called good old human intuition. That's impossible, Kaczynski said. That's what we said. He claimed he calculated stellar drift, gravitational lensing, and quantum uncertainty in his head. In his head, while humming something called country music. Commander Zix of the Nexery stood, his forearms gesturing wildly. Your snipers don't just wait. They craft personas. Corporal Johnson left origami figures at every position. Tiny paper cranes that said boom inside. It took our psych units months to recover from finding those. And the knitting, a Kelman officer shrieked. Specialist Davies knitted a full sweater while waiting for her target. The psychological profile stated she found it relaxing. Relaxing. She terminated a high-value target between stitches. Admiral Kaczynski rubbed his temples. They're effective. They name their rifles. Thrak roared. And talk to them. Lieutenant Peterson calls his gun Becky and asks it about its feelings before each shot. He has full conversations. With a weapon. My unit's human sniper, the Satari Admiral added quietly, packed 6 weeks of rations for a 2-day mission. When asked why, she said just in case. In case of what? She then proceeded to stay in position for 5 weeks because, quote, the sunset looked pretty from up here. They're all insane, someone muttered. Corporal Chun, a Brassian colonel, stood abruptly. He calculated wind patterns using dropped candy wrappers. Candy wrappers, then made a shot through 3 buildings, 2 force fields, and a temporal anomaly. When debriefed, he said the math was simple and offered to teach a class. The coalition erupted again, each representative sharing their own horror stories. Mine sang lullabies to stay awake. Mine filed his taxes while in Overwatch. Mine wrote poetry about the existential beauty of ballistic trajectories. Admiral Kaczynski raised his hand for silence. I understand your concerns, but human snipers have the highest mission success rate in the galaxy. Because they're terrifying, Thrak interrupted. Do you know what it's like knowing somewhere, maybe kilometers away, a human is sitting perfectly still, possibly crocheting, definitely naming local wildlife, absolutely talking to their rifle, waiting for the perfect shot? They don't get bored. They don't get impatient. They just wait, forever if needed. It's unnatural. Specialist Rodriguez, the Vorthan general, shuddered. Spent her waiting time writing a novel, a full novel, longhand, about a romance between 2 antimatter particles. When she finally took her shot, she said it helped her understand the loneliness of long-distance relationships. What does that even mean? Perhaps, Kaczynski suggested carefully, you could view their eccentricities as, no. The entire council shouted in unison. They're banned from regular units, Thrak declared. Human snipers can have their own divisions, away from normal soldiers, far, far away. As the meeting concluded, Admiral Kaczynski made a note to inform Earth's sniper school. They'd probably take it as a compliment. Later, on a distant moon, Sergeant Angela Foster adjusted her position minutely after 49 hours of stillness. She whispered to her rifle, "Don't worry, Samantha. They just don't understand our bond." In her scope, a target appeared exactly as calculated. She smiled, finished the scarf she'd been knitting, and squeezed the trigger. "Another successful date," she told Samantha. "Now, where did I put that sourdough starter?"